What's up, shitheads? It's Ryan and Travis back with another episode of Dudes Talking Shit. This is episode number 37. And Travis, I got a question for you. 2021 just started, so it's very near the beginning of a new year. Yes. Every year there's famous people that die and people are like, oh, this is the worst year ever. Oh, fuck. Remember Madonna back in at the end of 2016? Because all those celebrities were dying at the end of 2016. Like in a 3-month period, there was like a bunch of like A-list stars that fucking died. Okay. And Madonna's going on, fuck you, 2016. Yeah, like it's the fucking year's fault. Get a fucking life. Go fucking fuck another child, you molester. Yeah, that's right, Madonna. I'm calling you out.
Do you think, is Madonna a child fucker?
Dude, she fucks young. Like, she's an old woman.
Yeah,
and
she does go after young men.
Yeah, they're technically of age, but
yeah,
not by a lot.
I feel like for most women, though, truthfully, a man under, like, 16 wouldn't be that attractive. Because I feel like most women, like, want someone who's physically capable of, like...
tossing it around.
100%.
Just choking them. Not afraid to pull hair, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They want a fucking man.
You're scared to pull hair till you're 22.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Totally. And even after that, every now and then, you're like...
You'll learn that in college.
But, yeah, okay.
All right, so there's famous people that fucking die every year. It's the way it's going to go. So 2021 just started.
Is the year of Betty White.
Let's make our predictions. Who do we think is going to hit the bucket this year? Kick the bucket?
All right, I'm going to take notes as we're doing this because I want to make sure at any point we can go back.
Oh, cool.
And refer to this list.
Good thinking.
So we won't get too... I think we should already cap it. We won't name more than 20 people.
Oh, fuck.
Or else we'll do this forever.
Oh, we'll fucking... Yeah, we'll be doing that forever, even naming up to 10 people.
Death list. So, number one on the list is Betty White, right?
And I will admit, I'm sad to say that, yes.
Okay.
Because she's... I think most guys would say they'd hammer down with something... Like, even... Because she still has a lot of spark, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's Father Time, 99 years old. I don't know.
Dude, this is actually kind of hard because there's certain ones you would never be able to call, like... Chadwick Boseman last year.
Who the fuck is that?
He was Black Panther.
Never heard of him.
The actor?
Never heard of him.
He played, like, you never heard of the Marvel movie Black Panther.
Oh, I've heard of Black Panther. I just don't know Chadwick.
Oh, so he played Black Panther in that movie.
Oh, he was the actor.
Right, but like...
What else did he do?
He was in... oh, fuck. I can't remember his number, but the biopic about Jackie Robinson... Which was fucking
Number
incredible.
44.
Yeah.
That was him?
Yeah.
Oh, I know about that movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
He's a great actor. But yeah, he had terminal cancer, like in his...
And nobody knew. Oh, that's that guy.
Completely under wraps.
Yes, I did hear about this. I never knew the name.
Because there's ones like that if you looked at him at the beginning of 2021 or what you thought of him, is this giant fucking crazy in shape black dude.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, like he ain't dying.
No.
He's super healthy. But in reality, cancer was like, fuck you, bitch.
All right. So we're thinking Betty White.
Yeah.
And we'll agree sadly.
Oh.
Because there's some people I don't care.
Betty White's great. I have another sad one, actually. That could happen this year.
Don't say it.
I know. I can tell.
Sir David Attenborough?
Yeah.
Oh, is that who you were thinking?
Yeah.
No shit. No
Yeah.
shit. We were both thinking that. Wow.
Because that is another...
Dude, he's 90, I think. Or more.
No, he's well into his 90s, isn't he? Yeah.
I don't know.
Sir David Attenborough.
He's got to be pushing that.
Dude.
He's 99.
He's fucking 94.
Holy fuck, he's that old.
Yeah. Did you see his new special on Netflix?
Which one is it?
I
don't know the order of which they came out, so.
I can't remember the name. Basically, it's about... So he's been... like a wildlife explorer and biologist since the fucking 50s.
Since probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I would guess and said about 80 years ago.
In the documentary, it talks about it. Like his first film with BBC was like in the late 50s.
Holy fuck.
Was the first time he made and narrated a nature film.
He must absolutely love the advancement in technology for the cool videos that were never able to be caught before and shit.
Oh, dude, it's called David Attenborough, A Life on Our Planet. So it's basically he's lived a full life on our planet.
Yeah.
Like he's almost 100 years old. And he basically talks about the changes he has witnessed as a human being on this planet in 94 years. And I mean, how can you argue? Like when someone like that who's been on this planet has seen the world for 94 years, like how can you argue with him?
And the most insane 94 years probably ever.
He's seen more of the world than I would go so far to say is he stepped on more ground on this planet than 99.9999%.
I don't even mean just that. I mean the advancements in how the world changed too.
Yeah.
Like cities exploding and becoming like fucking metropolitan cities. There was no such thing as that beforehand.
No. And,
you know what I mean?
And
Like,
what he basically talks a lot about as well is just the difference he's seen due to global warming.
yeah, yeah.
And he talks about like, you know, if I can see this in my lifetime, he's like, you know, someone in your 30s, 40s, I know you don't get it. Like you haven't seen these places before. You know, or he even talks about people in older, but they just never were out and experienced these places beforehand.
Yeah.
And just because your little corner of the world didn't change that much, it doesn't mean
A lot of other
that
ones
other
didn't.
places aren't. But yeah, okay, so Attenborough.
Betty White.
I hope not. I hope David Attenborough lives until fucking. Have you ever heard of like the point of singularity or the
No.
point of transcendence?
No.
Where basically we're going to completely mesh with artificial intelligence and technology, and we'll live forever.
Interesting.
They like the main guy who's done all the science behind this and technology, because he talks about exponential growth. Because if you look how long it took technology to get to cell phones, right?
Yeah.
So in reality, like usable everyday cell phones didn't exist until like 1994, 1995. And no cell phones
And
existed
even
before
then,
that.
they were absolutely terrible until like the early 2000s.
right.
Realistically.
And now it's just like, it's just an explosion in technology. Like what we can do with these now is fucking
It's
insane.
fucked up because there's not one person on the planet that could tell you how this is made. This cell phone in my hand. There's not a single person on this planet that could tell you how it's made.
And how it all works. They all
Yeah.
have different pieces of the puzzle.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Not only that, there's teams of people for just the screen.
Yeah.
And then the fact that the screen is a touch screen
Yeah.
and the different functions it has. And then there's the fingerprint scanner. There's the cameras, plural. There's the fucking way the lighting works and shapes, what happens in the screen. Fuck, like the touchability and the glass and everything. But like the actual like technology of it, like basically being a TV screen, a computer monitor, a fucking keyboard, all of that. And then there's everything that goes on in between the front and the back of it that you see, like all the memory, all the data collection, processors, fucking the RAMs,
Did
like
you
the
ever
motherboard.
see Joe Rogan's very first Netflix special?
Yes, and that's what made me think about that to use cell phone as an example, and we were talking about it.
Yeah.
Because he said, how long until a fucking caveman calls me on a cell phone?
Yeah.
It would never fucking happen, man. It would never happen.
His whole joke was like, let me put you in a fucking cave and see how long it takes for you to call me.
Yeah, he was saying something about like, I know I flick the switch and light goes on. I don't have a fucking clue what happens there
No.
in between. And I know a little bit about technology, and I'm not fully sure how that whole like, so a light switch is not a great example because I could make it. I can't explain it. If you ask me to say, well, explain it, I couldn't tell you quite, but I can make a light switch system work.
Right.
But you know what I can never figure out?
What?
Water systems, like plumbing. Like how the fuck do I turn this tap and cold water comes out? I turn this one and warm water comes out. If I turn them both, like they're coming out of the same hole. I don't get it. Like, are they coming from two different sources? What's pulling them through? Because, like, I live on the top floor. It's all uphill. Like, I don't, like, you can tell me, oh, I get it. It opened the airwave and now it has somewhere to go. But from fucking where?
Yeah, it's fucked. So, yeah, I just hope he survives till Transcendence.
Yes.
So that way we get David Attenborough forever.
So, Betty White, dead this year, 2021.
Yeah.
David Attenborough,
Likely.
dead, 2021. The Queen.
Oh, dude, we're on the exact same wavelength tonight. I was about to say the Queen.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she's going to kick the bucket. What's her name?
Queen Elizabeth.
Is Elizabeth her whole name kind of like Cher or what? You're Googling it. You don't know the fucking Queen's name.
I don't know. Do you know?
It starts with an M, I want to say. No, I actually don't know.
You're wrong.
No, I don't know.
Elizabeth Angela Marguerite Bowes Leon.
Yeah, it's Marguerite that I was thinking.
Yeah. Queen
I was
Elizabeth, the
not.
Queen Mother.
Oh.
That's who she is.
Yeah. So she's going to fucking die. Oh, I drink my last spot of tea.
Wait. Sorry, I fucked this up. Sorry, she's Queen Elizabeth II. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary.
Mary. I said it was with an M. I did know this, but for some reason Marguerite wasn't ringing a bell. I actually thought it was May because Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
I think it was Victoria May or something like that. That's why Victoria's Day is in May.
Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor.
Yeah, okay.
She's of House Windsor.
Yeah. Oh, look at me. I'm the queen. Da, 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 da. Look at you like a crumpets and a lot of spot of tea. King Charles or Prince Charles. Where's Diana? Is she not here?
She's the same age as David.
Yeah?
Sir Attenborough.
Yeah, but he's still somewhat working. I guess she technically works. You know, on Christmas and when there's national...
Well, I mean, I think the difference between her and Attenborough is... Like, I'm sure she has...
He makes his own coffee. She doesn't.
And she has no grip on reality. She probably never has had a grip on reality.
Right.
Whereas he is from humble beginnings.
Yeah, so there's things that keep him up at night, tossing and turning.
Right.
Does not her.
And again, him being a naturist and out exploring the world and meeting with, like, all kinds of people and understanding lots of different people, he has just such a broader view of the world.
And the Queen's been fucking old forever now.
Oh, dude. Well, technically, so is... I think Betty White's 94 as well, actually.
No, she's 99.
No, she's not.
I don't know if that's true or not. I think she is.
98.
98, same fucking thing.
Jesus Christ, Betty's older than the Queen.
Betty White is older than sliced bread.
I know, that's a real thing.
I know. That's fucked up.
98 years old. How's she doing right now?
Betty White? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure she's got fire under her arse. Isn't she still on that Cleveland is Burning show or whatever?
3 days ago, Betty White preps for 99th birthday and says, a sense of humor keeps her forever young.
Fuck.
What a legend.
If I ever get that old, I want to be one of those people. You know how they always ask, like, even if they're just Joe fucking schmoes.
Yeah.
They're always asked about, like, well, what was your secret to living so long or whatever? And they're always like, well, it was, this and that. If I ever get to live that old, which I kind of somewhat hope I don't, unless I stay in like very good health. But if I get that old and the news asks me, well there, drunk Ryan, what did you do to stay this so young and chipper? I'm going to say something fucking retarded to get a bunch of people doing these stupid things. Be like, well, I ate a pine cone every single day. And
I ate my own feces.
I made sure to clip my nails twice a week. And, something fucking completely retarded.
Man, that's like, there's this one lady, I think she was the oldest woman ever. And she was from France. She's dead now. But she said the reason why she feels she lived so long is activity. So she was an active person, very social, and a smoke and a glass of wine every day, but only one smoke with her glass of wine.
It's weird. A lot of people have said wine.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's the answer that I've heard way more than special diets or exercise or fucking constant learning or companionship or whatever. It's always fucking wine.
Someone always
Pinot
says wine.
Noir. That's the one I kept hearing a lot.
Like a real dark wine.
Yeah. I've heard that one so many times now. Or I've heard the same interview a bunch of times. I couldn't be sure.
No, I feel like a lot of people I've heard, maybe not necessarily wine, but they all say some sort of alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they a lot say wine.
Are you writing these names down?
Yeah.
So who are we up to? The Queen, David Attenborough,
And Betty.
Betty White. Who's your next one? I said the Queen, so it's on you now. Bum, 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 bum. Bob Barker.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Nah, that's gonna be your young one. Because I was thinking we got to throw out a couple young
Yeah,
surprises.
I'm thinking Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I don't at all.
You don't think Tekashi's dying? I'm saying he does.
Why is there something wrong with him? Or you think someone will kill him?
Someone's gonna kill him for
No.
American.
No, that he's been out of prison for fucking 10 months now or more. Like they're over
You
it.
don't
No
think
one
Tekashi's
cares.
getting it?
Nah, no one
Okay,
fucking
okay,
cares.
I'm gonna take him out. I want to try and call like a legitimate one.
There will be
Do you
some
want to
sort
do
of
Barker?
rapper.
Legit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that one's sad. Well,
Dude, there's not, aside from the Queen, like fuck her, but like Bob Barker, Attenborough, and Betty White are all like,
yeah, I know.
don't die, please God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So what are we thinking kills them? Just basic crazy amounts of old age, maybe a little bit of fuckery from COVID.
I think with any one of them, it could just simply be
One
like
fucking flu, and that could do any of those in.
toast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure none of their hearts are perfect.
Right.
Like, I'm sure, just like your heart can only work for so long, but you never know, man. Maybe all four of them are gonna live into their fucking 100s.
Yeah, that's true. You know, another one. So Bob Barker. Do you got one yet?
No, I'm.
You know, another one I think is gonna kick the bucket this year.
Who?
And it'll be in my lifetime, celebrity wise, the saddest. Ric Flair.
Oh,
I have a feeling there's not going to be many more woos, you know.
why is he rough shape?
He's in rough shape. I mean, he still moves around fine and all that, but it just an absolute lifetime of fucking partying. He's got a weak
Is he in his 70s?
Oh yeah, I think he's like 73 or something like that.
Yeah, fuck.
And it's like a life of partying and poor health
Wrestling.
and yeah, getting the snot beat out of him and
Man, how old was he for like his final match?
I could take a guess and do the backwards math here and say like 63. Whoa. Something like that. 60.
Was it like a pretty easy match? Like it was more of like
He was with Shawn Michaels, who definitely carried him. It wasn't one of his better matches, but it was nothing.
still a show.
Yeah, people that watched it, there wasn't a dry eye in that 80,000 person stadium because everyone knew it was his last match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It was a career versus career match or some stupid stipulation, so it was blatantly obvious.
And he did the thing and went out on his back.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Always if it's planned, yeah.
Um.
Unless you're the Undertaker, then you just win. But it's the Undertaker. He's not real.
Yeah. There are no rules for the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Do you have this on ABC or TSN right now?
TSN.
Okay.
So do you think there's any younger celebrities or famous people that something happens and just does them in? Whether it's car accident, random heart attack, fucking some sort of cancer thing, shot and killed.
Dude.
Oh, there's gonna be some sort of rapper, and he's probably gonna have a Lil in his name. Lil.
I'm gonna make
I don't think it'll be Lil Wayne though.
I'm gonna make a crazy call. No, it can't. It can't happen.
Want to make a crazy call?
I was gonna say that there will be an F1 death this year, but after seeing that Roman Grosjean crash, it's not possible.
Yeah, I don't think
It's not humanly possible.
I don't
for
think it's
someone to
very
die in
easy.
an F1 car.
No.
Like if everything that could have went wrong for someone to die in an F1 car happened in that crash.
Yeah.
Like every single reason why he should have died happened, and he fucking got out of the car. Now, like he didn't have to be pulled out of the car; he got himself out of the fucking car.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was ridiculous. So an F1 death isn't gonna happen.
I'm thinking to be a bold prediction, pick someone really famous that just like has kind of been out of the public eye, and then thanks to COVID, like I'm talking like a fucking Britney Spears or something that's going through like crazy amounts of mental
Dude,
weird
do you know
shit.
who
Kesha.
do you know who I was gonna say?
Who?
I think he's too dumb to die though. Kanye.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Although that would put him in, like that would be the most famous thing he ever did. And he's pretty fucking famous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, no matter how famous Michael Jackson was, the most famous thing he did was die.
No.
You don't think?
The most famous thing Michael Jackson did was diddle little boys' butts.
I don't think it was more famous.
Dude, as soon as you say Michael Jackson, everybody thinks butt diddler.
I don't.
No?
No, I don't think he did it.
What do you think?
Yeah. I think honestly, I think of his death because I'll never forget where I was when I found out he died.
Yeah.
And I'll think of his music before
Where
I think.
were you two?
I was on a bus. I was on my way home, and some random fucking guy either I've never seen in my life before that, or to my knowledge after that, some random other guy on the bus. I was sitting on those sideways seats, you know, that like so it's like you're fucking traveling sideways down the road. I was sitting in one of those. He was sitting across from me.
Time of day was it?
Early afternoon.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, I could guess and say like 3, maybe 2:33. I had headphones in. This guy just starts talking to me. I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? So I take my headphones off and he's like, Michael Jackson died, man. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, Michael Jackson died, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, what the fuck is this knob talking about? So I put my headphones back in. My bus stop was just a mile or so down the road. I go in. Every fucking station is showing the goddamn hospital.
Yeah.
The guy's dead.
He's dead. So you would have been 23.
Sure.
Because do you know what I was doing?
What?
Celebrating my 19th birthday, June 25th.
He died on the 25th? I thought that was the 21st. I knew it was around then.
June 25th, 2009.
Yeah, okay.
I was having my first legal beer with my friends. And then all my friends were like, dude, Michael Jackson died on your birthday.
Yeah.
Who cares about your birthday?
You know what's fucked up? The guy... So someone got caught pirating one of his, like several of his albums and selling them for money after he was dead. Like, we're talking, this was back in, would it have been LimeWire at the time?
Yeah.
So he was downloading the tracks and then selling them, like printing out the booklets and everything for the CDs and selling them. He ended up getting more jail time than the doctor that killed him.
No
Killed
way.
Michael Jackson. Yeah. Isn't that's a fucked up...
That's
That's fucked right up, eh? That tells you where the real money goes. Like the record labels with these
Take it
lawyers.
all.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they got the real cash.
If they were able to put a guy away for longer than a fucking guy that killed someone, like, although I don't think he intentionally, I don't know how that turned out. Conrad Murray was the doctor's name, wasn't it? And I don't think he intentionally gave Michael Jackson enough to kill him. But at the end of the day, it was negligible homicide. There we go. Hey, it's another one of those homicides. We were talking about deaths yesterday.
We were.
That's fucked up. That's another one.
Man, who could be another person?
I'm thinking it's going to be someone young anyway. Like,
Okay.
I was thinking like Britney Spears because she's going through all those crazy things. She's been trapped in a house
Dude,
forever.
her Instagram's fucking wild.
That's what I mean. Something weird's happening. Like, I wouldn't... And, like, there's all these rumors about how she's basically being held hostage by her own, like, agency and parents or something like that.
Yeah.
And, like, I wonder if something's going to happen and she hangs herself. Like, oh, fuck, that's... Sorry, Brittany, if you're hearing this and I'm planting a seed, don't do that.
Don't
She's not
do
hearing
that.
this,
She's
but-
not hearing this. She doesn't care about us.
No.
She's fucking Britney Spears.
Right.
Dude,
But
do you remember
I don't
how
want her to
fucking
go.
famous she was?
I
when we were
I don't
kids?
want her, man. I like Britney Spears. I like her music. I got nothing bad to say about her.
No.
Like, obviously, she's went off her rocker since that head shaving thing, and she never fully recovered from that. I'm sure of it.
Never, man. And, like, is that the same time they got the pussy shot? Around
Probably around then. So there was a lot going on.
Yeah, man.
Plus, she never
poor
had a
woman.
childhood. Remember the Mickey Mouse Club at a young age.
Oh,
and
dude.
all that
She's
stuff.
been a slave to the music industry her whole fucking life.
basically, yeah.
Man, imagine your parents.
Jamie Lynn was able to completely dip out of the spotlight, though. All she did was get knocked up one time. Ruined Zoe 101, and she went on,
greatest show ever.
sailed into the sunset, living happily ever after without
What does
paparazzi
she
banging
do
on her
now?
door. Exactly. What does she do now?
Do you know anything about her?
Absolutely nothing. I think she's a mom.
She's just momming it.
I think that's it.
Man, do you know what's wild? Her kid now would probably be like what?
15. Her kid is older than Zoe was. Like, or at least what the character of
Would that
Zoe
be
was.
what year would that show have been out? Like 05, 06?
I don't know. Let's figure this out here. Zoe 101. Great show. You know what school they went to? PCH.
PCH.
That's right. Pacific Coast Highway, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Pacific
Pacific
Coast High.
Yeah. The highway was called that.
But it was almost like a boarding school type deal. It like had dormitories.
Yeah. Do you remember Breaker High? It was like a high school show
Yes.
that took place on a boat.
Yes.
So 4 seasons, 2005. Final episode was May 2008. So since 2008, so we're talking
Her kid's at least 12.
12 right now. Holy
That's
fuck,
so
there's a
crazy.
picture of her that looks like it might be somewhat on the recent side. Yo, she's like a grown-ass woman now. I would never have recognized her. If I didn't know I was looking at a picture of her, I wouldn't recognize her. She looks like she's standing there with her mom, but it's actually Brittany. Which, dude, they're fucking old. Oh my God. She doesn't look at all like what I remember anymore. Yo.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Dude, do you think that's one of her kids?
And the one with the plaid dress? Is that what you're looking at?
No, I'm looking at this one.
I think it is. So this is the one I'm looking at. And there's two kids there. One that looks like it could probably be 12 fucking years old. She's wearing a plaid dress it's a Hello Magazine ad. This is fucked. The guy that
Jamie
she's
Lynn
with.
Spears on being a girl mom to Britney's boy mom. Oh, those are Britney's kids.
So what is who's Jamie Lynn Spears' husband or baby daddy? He looks like a contractor.
Do you think she's still with the same guy?
So I type in Jamie Lynn Spears, and the first news article that shows up was by TMZ 23 hours ago. Jamie Lynn Spears blames quiet Tesla for her cat deaths.
Oh, no.
Oh, she ran over the cat, devastating death of her cat.
Oh, no.
Oh, F in chat for the cats.
That sucks. Dude, she's still only 29 years old.
Fuck, she looks not a day over 30. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going out on a limb one, Britney Spears this year or Kesha.
Okay. I can accept either of those.
I think one of them. There's got to be like a fucking rapper. Someone that starts with Lil, I'm sure. Is there like a Lil Gizmo or something?
Lil Gizmo?
Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't listen to rap. But,
oh my God, wait. I just got to go back to to Jamie Lynn Spears for a second.
Let's go.
Two things.
Okay.
Did you know she has been doing TV shows again since about 2016?
She very well might have. Like I said, I didn't recognize her. So for all I know, she's on my favorite show.
What's your favorite show?
I don't have one.
Oh. Second, did you know All That's still a show?
Yeah, it's all that. Yeah. No, I didn't know
And
that.
she was on an episode in 2020.
Isn't that a thing?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that is
so
a thing.
cool.
There's lots of things, and that's one of them.
Man, Brittany and Kevin, chaotic. Ooh.
Remember that show? Kevin Federline or whatever.
Yeah, he was fucked.
The fucking guy got so fat.
All right, are we calling Brittany? I don't think it's gonna be Brittany.
I don't think it will either. That's why I said I want to go on a limb. That's like my all-in play right there, you know?
Brittany Spears.
I wonder who else there could
God,
be.
I shouldn't name this note Deathless, should I?
Sure. Not people, just name it people to die.
I'm like if the FBI is looking at my phone right now, they're like, how's this guy planning to get to all these people? Who will?
Did Burt Reynolds die? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's dead.
All right. I was going to name him. Shit, don't need to now. Last year's list got him first. Oh, God.
There's going to be a really tragic death in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What was sadder, Kobe or Alex Trebek?
Trebek.
Yeah, I graduated from the same high school as him.
I know, you've said it multiple times.
It's just a pretty interesting thing to be able to say.
It's your favorite fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trebek was fucking way sadder.
Oh,
than
what
Kobe.
about like someone like James Cameron? He's got to be getting up there in age by now. I wouldn't think 90s by any means, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's in his high 70s.
Man, these guys just have no, he's only 66.
Oh shit, he's got a long way to go.
Yeah, these guys, and also these guys, even in their 70s and stuff now, they just have so much money that they can keep themselves alive for fucking ever.
Yeah, that's probably true. Oh, what about that guy? Weinstein. The one that went to jail for fucking all the women and shit.
Yeah.
I think, because didn't he catch COVID at one point while he was in prison too, when he first got sentenced and shit?
He's a fat, unhealthy boy too.
Yeah, in prison.
Now he's on that prison health care.
Bologna sandwiches and fucking
Ugh.
double gluten bread.
Bro, did you see the guy?
Yeah, he's only eating biology food. Who cares?
That's so funny. That is so so funny to me. The dude with the fucking horns from the Capitol Hill raids.
Yeah.
He's not eating because it's not organic.
And he's wearing the hide of a dead animal. Is that the funny part?
Oh, that's so funny. What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser. Like, man, if you're gonna fucking be like that and fucking storm the Capitol building and then get caught and go to jail and act like a bitch, like, you're a fucking loser.
What about like a former president? Like George Bush?
Nah, George is healthy. George is super healthy.
No. Not George W. His old man. The one that was the president
He is
from
dead.
88 till 92.
He is dead.
He's dead?
Yes.
George Bush is dead.
Got 2-3 years ago now.
George Bush.
Yeah.
George
H. Bush.
George Bush
Senior.
He's dead?
Yeah.
He died November 30th, 2018.
Yeah.
Well, what about fucking, what was his wife's name? Barbara. She died in 2018 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he died with a broken heart.
Yeah, Barb went. No, yeah, George went not long after Barb.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
Well, how about
Wait,
that?
no, his wife wasn't named Barb, was it? I thought that was Junior's wife's name.
No. Junior's wife's name was Laura Bush.
Laura. Right.
Me and Laura. Hey there. We gotta send that nuclear.
No, I don't think there's any presidents really old enough to die right. Oh, Joe Biden.
I don't think he'll kick the bucket this year.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie might, yeah.
Yeah. Bernie could go down.
Bernie could fucking go down. What about, is there any living former prime ministers? Is Trudeau Sr. still alive?
No. Long dead.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What about Justin Mulrooney or whatever his name was? No, was it Justin?
No. Do you know what, though?
Paul Martin?
John Chrétien.
Oh, that's the guy with the side mouth talker.
Yeah, he's 87.
Nah, he won't. I don't think so. He's got the Canadian skin. You know, he can handle the cold.
Paul Martin. How old's Paul Martin now? He's 82.
He was a seat filler, huh?
Yeah, he's a bit of a fat boy as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Brian Mulrooney, another seat filler. Actually, not really.
What about that? Are there any old people from overseas that we would know? Like, what about in England? Like Charles or something like that?
Well, the first 2 out of 3 on our list were English.
Oh, yeah. David and Queen. Queen David? No, sorry.
That's rude. Don't ever.
What about like someone like Elton John? No, I think he's still playing his piano and sucking his cocks.
100%.
He's on the protein diet still, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. He likes dick way too much to die. Man, Carlos kind of want to fight. That's fucking long time.
No shit.
Um,
It's been a long time since we did a fights episode too.
Michael Schumacher.
I don't think they would even report if he was dead.
I don't think they would either. That's so annoying.
Yeah. What if he just snapped out of it?
What about Bernie Ecclestone,
I don't know that.
president of F1?
I thought the president of F1 was some American guy now.
Oh, might be. No,
Because some other company bought them. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I think that might be
This
it.
is a hard game to play.
Yeah.
It's harder than the first 3 were easy. The first 5 were easy.
Who were the first 5?
Betty White, Attenborough, the Queen, Bob Barker, Ric Flair, and then Britney Spears and Bernie Sanders.
Ric Flair might stick for another few years. I fucking hope he does forever. But Britney Spears, oh man, we still got to determine a rapper. Maybe fucking Dr. Dre. He's got that brain aneurysm and shit. He's in hospitals and stuff
that's
right now.
easy. That's cheat.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre.
Shit. Would he still be Dre then? Yeah, you're still Dre always. He doesn't have a khakis with a cuff in the crease though.
Yeah.
What if they buried him in those?
Khakis with a cuff in the crease?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fucking. That'd be very, very. What's the word? Poetic.
Yes.
I
think that
think the hard part is we don't know any of these lils, like these new rappers.
like there was someone fucking. Was there a XXX Tenation guy or whatever? Then Juice World and what? I never heard of any of those people until after they were dead.
See, Juice World for sure, I never heard of till after he was dead. Actually, that's not true. I had been hearing his songs like on quick Instagram clips and stuff, but never actually knew who he was.
Never even heard of him to my knowledge. I might have heard his music, but just not known the artist's name until after he was dead. Same with that XXX Tenacion or whatever his name was.
I still don't even know who that is.
Me neither. Couldn't tell you. Mac Miller or something like that. I never even heard of the fucking guy until after. Well, I heard the name, but I didn't know who it was.
I listened
First
to
of all,
a lot of his music.
What is he? He's a rapper, right?
Very, like, so he was a rapper, but then the final 2 albums he released, so one came out like a few weeks before he died, or like maybe like a month after.
Was he the
died.
Pillhead?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it wasn't rap anymore. It was like closer to like R&B, but like with a jazz influence. It was it's like nothing else. The only 2 artists that are kind of similar would be like him and Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, okay.
And then so the album that came out after his death, because originally he recorded material to do a double album, and what he was going to do was release one that everybody knew was coming, and then surprise release the next one 6 months later. So the second album was almost done before he passed away. So the producer he was working with finished the album, but it didn't release until like a year later after.
Okay.
But yeah, he's like, you know, not to shit on someone who's dead, but like Juice World and that other guy, like, I don't feel like they had any memorable contributions to music. But Mac Miller's music, I think Mac Miller's music is going to be the kind of music that people 40 years from now are going to listen to it. Like the way we would listen to like Sinatra or Dean Martin or Bing Crosby or anything like that.
Yeah.
People are going to go back and like listen to Mac Miller and Anderson .Paak and like the guys right now who are doing like incredible music.
It's fucked up when it comes to some type of music, I don't really pay close attention to who it was.
Yeah.
So it's so weird for me because sometimes like years will go by and I'll know a song or something and then I'll find out, oh, it's by them.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember who it was. I'm mixing up either Travis Scott or Waka Flocka.
Yeah.
I know so many songs by them, by one of them.
Yeah.
But I can't really remember which one right now.
Who's who?
But I know so many fucking songs by them, had no fucking clue that it was them.
Yeah.
And I'm not even completely convinced I even knew that they existed when I knew this song.
Really?
You know another fucking song that I've known for fucking ever? And like we're talking in the past week I found out who sang it because I never really cared to look it up, but I knew the song.
Yeah.
I believe I can fly.
R. Kelly.
I had no fucking clue that
How
it
did
was
you
a
not
black
know
guy.
that?
I didn't know. I thought for
Okay.
sure 100%
No.
it was a fucking white guy or something.
2 things. How the fuck did you not know it was R. Kelly?
Honest to
And
goodness,
there's
didn't
no
know.
way that voice is white.
100% thought it was. I
No.
swear to fucking goodness, I did. This whole time, my whole fucking life.
Dude,
well,
just
since
the
I heard that
soul
song,
of that song means like how soulful that song is. It could not be a white person.
yeah, but the thing is, I only know the chorus because of me. When I play video games, I play that song when I jump out of the plane in like battle royales. That's my float down song, and I knew it from Space Jam. I don't know it from anything else in this world.
You've never seen the Space Jam music video for that?
I gotta say, maybe I haven't. No.
Dude, it's like it's R. Kelly like doing his thing, you know, singing, fucking touching
Peeing on
little
girls.
girls. And then it's basically supposed like one scene in the music video is supposed to be telling the story of like a young Jordan, and yeah.
Speaking of peeing on girls,
I can fly. Dude, speaking of $1 million ideas, I came up with an idea today, and I want to pitch it to you.
okay.
Okay. So, I don't know, but if you're like me, I have a fetish with shit. Okay? So, I want to be shit on. I want to smell shit. want to be around shit. I want to see it come out of the asshole. Okay? I'm doing this to try and sell my product. I don't actually have a fetish with shit, just so we're clear on this. But what if you had a see-through acrylic toilet? Okay? You feeling me?
Not yet, but yes.
So you sit on the toilet, okay? So you sit and it has a little stool, so you sit up a little bit. And there's a spot for someone's head underneath the toilet, but it's in a bubble. Because, for someone like myself, I love getting a good Cleveland steamer.
Dude, these exist.
What?
They have to. Those fucking old folks things, you know how they have those things that rise them up above toilets so they sit higher?
No, you're missing my point here.
No, but you can get one of those that are clear for fucking shitaholics. Hold on.
No, dude, I understand.
Can we just have one episode that doesn't go to fucking Pornhub?
No, but what I'm saying is so it's like a normal toilet, okay? But it's acrylic and see-through.
Yeah.
And then, if you're sitting on the toilet, someone can lay down on their back, and there's like a bubble, like a dome, to put your head in.
Yes.
So you can look up at the person's asshole while they're shitting, except you don't get shit on your face because your head's in that dome. Do you know what I mean?
I am understanding.
And you're saying this exists. Fuck you, it doesn't.
Well, I'm trying to find it right now, but like the dome part is the unique part here.
Thank you. Great idea, right?
I don't know, man. Woman shitting. This is in my search history now. Oh, I'm surprised that I don't get more shitting results. I'm grabbing tits. There's blowjobs. There's.
I bet there's a lot of Blumpkins.
Blumpkins. I know someone that got one the other day.
Really? Recently?
He claims. I think he's full of shit.
Well, if he was getting a Blumpkin, technically it should be empty.
I can't find a picture of a video of a woman shitting, period, at all. But
I feel like that's
they've got to
on
exist.
Pornhub lately.
Well, there's a girl with a hijab. Horny Muslim woman was caught while watching porn, and she's sitting on a guy.
Is it Mia Khalifa?
No, this girl's I think white, but
Dude,
just dressed like one of them.
Do you remember how much flack Mia Khalifa caught for like doing porn in a hijab and stuff?
Yes. So did I ever tell you at the time I got our general manager at work talking about Mia Khalifa?
No.
You didn't know about that?
No.
So in one of the big staff meetings that we have fucking regularly, he was trying to get us to go out of our comfort zone sort of thing is kind of the message he was trying to preach.
Yeah.
And he was trying to say, he was trying to think of an actor that isn't white, but like there's some sort of Middle Eastern, but had to act like white people. And he was trying to come up with a name, but he couldn't think of it. He's like, when this girl, that actor went into the auditions, do you think that she was comfortable going out of her place? And he's like, I can't think of her name right now. What is she? She's a Middle Eastern girl, but acts a little white. I'm like, Mia Khalifa. And everyone starts laughing under their breath, knowing full well he hasn't got a fucking clue who this is. He's like, yeah, I want you to be more like Mia Khalifa. Everyone here should be like her.
No.
And yes, man. And me and HFX Monroe, who was on this show once, we're sitting there we have our faces, the veins in our necks were exploding because we're trying to hold in the laughter. It was incredible.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Anyway, to roll back here to R. Kelly, speaking of little girls, I'm not positive she was young. Younger than she should have been. But last night, I went to the grocery store. As I get back to my car with my groceries, it was only one bag, so I just put it in the front passenger seat, just reached across sort of deal. I acknowledged that in the car park directly beside me, there was a young lady sitting there in her car.
Sure.
So I was backed in, she was pulled in, but not pulled in very far. So I'm my seat is right beside hers basically now. And I acknowledged she was there. Must have just pulled in. It was a different car than when I got there. I was a quick in and out. She was eating. And I looked at her. She looked kind of hot. And then all of a sudden I see her take a huge bite of a fucking club wrap or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that was kind of hot. She fucking got her mouth around that. I'm kind of giggling to myself as I start my car and I'm adjusting the heat and the radio and all that, or the music level and all that. And then, and then all of a sudden I see her open her phone and I was like, whatever. I'm gonna be the nosiest for fucking idiot for no reason. Just look across and look at her phone, trying to think like, what's she doing as she's eating? No shit. She fucking, and this was not part of my master plan here. She opens up her fucking camera roll on her iPhone and starts like pinching and zooming on photos of, I'm pretty sure her. I didn't get a good enough look at her face to be certain that it was her, but naked girl on her phone. I'm just like, you're shitting me. And I could only kind of see because the tilt wasn't like facing out
and
the
you're
window.
trying not to be like, ugh.
Yes, so I leaned my seat back further so I could look out my tinted ass windows in the back so she couldn't see me looking. And I was full blown like staring at what I think might have been her. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. So then anyway, I couldn't sit there for too long. So I drove away. As I'm pulling out of the grocery store, I started thinking, you know what? She was driving kind of a shitty Honda Civic. Any fucking young girl could have and I started, oh fuck. She could be fucking 16 looking 29. Like no one knows anymore. I'm like, fuck. Like 16-year-olds send just as many nudes as fucking 24-year-olds.
Oh, bro, I think it's bad.
I know. I'm thinking, oh fuck. So did what is this situation that goes through your head right then? Because I have no fucking idea her age or potential for her age.
Yeah.
Like, honest to goodness, based on the quick look that I saw of her face, I would have assumed young 20s.
Yeah.
But young 20s is the same as 9. Like, you basically, on your 9th birthday, you blow your candles out. When you wake up the next day,
you're a lady.
You're a fucking 24-year-old woman.
Yeah, you got to be really careful with that shit. Like, you know what? Yeah.
The only thing that's making me feel better is the fact that she was in a car that was kind of not nice. So I'm thinking it might have actually been hers, not her borrowing daddy's sort of thing. So I guess that doesn't make it any better, but maybe it was like handed to her.
Yeah.
Because I feel like young kids, they use their parents' car. Once they get to be able to be a little more independent, they have to buy their own. And that unfortunately means usually a shittier car than a nice one. So that's kind of.
What was your first car?
Dodge Neon.
That was your first car?
Yes.
That Neon you loved.
I still do. Fuck, man. I got to find pictures of that thing. Dude, that car was so sick, man. I fucking painted it matte black.
Yeah.
And I had a bright green Viper stripe straight down the whole center of it. It was fucking awesome. I ended up going and getting a fake carbon fiber hood scoop that you can buy from Canadian Tire for like $80 or something.
Yeah.
I didn't put it on the hood. I put it on the fucking roof as a roof scoop. Like, oh man, I had so much fun. I stiffened the suspension.
Do you have a sound system in it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alpine Type S.
Woo!
Yeah. Like all 4 doors. I had the fucking tweeters. I had the subs in the back, 2 12-inch. I think they might have been, yes, I'm almost certain they were 2 12-inch. No, I had 2 12-inch Type R's. Alpine Type R's, but then I got rid of them for 2 10-inch Type S.
When you had some good bassy music up, could you hear the fucking license plate holder rattling?
There was no license plate holder. Yeah. Yeah, it used, dude, my bass shook my rear view mirror to the point it was constantly facing the gear shift. Like, it would vibrate and face down at, like, my lap. Man, that car was fucking wicked, man. I put a cold air intake on it. I had several exhaust systems throughout my year and a half with that car or whatever.
Automatic or manual?
It was automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always drove it in D2. So I had more and more power, man. Yes.
More power!
But that car was fucking awesome, man. I actually had so much fun with that car. Like, I had the green Viper stripe, and then I put green other stuff. The brake calipers, even though I had Steelies on it, were green. The aerial, like the antenna for the radio, which I didn't even have a radio in the car, like until I got the aftermarket one. It was fucking bright green. The little mesh things that are covered, like the holes in the front bumper where fog lights could go. They were bright green too, man.
Nice.
Oh fuck, I had so much. I got rid of the keyhole in the back for the trunk.
Yeah.
I got rid of it and I bondoed over that hole. I used some filler. I think I used paper and cardboard in all honesty. And then I put Bondo over the keyhole and I sanded it down. So I was like, it had no logos on it. Everything was smooth. Like it was fucking awesome, man.
So funny,
I only put gold gas in it from Shell because I was convinced it would do better. And it was a 98 Dodge Neon I paid $1,000 cash for in like 2003.
Dude.
Riddle me that. A 5-year-old car that drove mint, had a safety, was only $1,000.
$1,000.
Like, we're talking license plate on it, because in Ontario,
Yeah.
you have to put a license plate. A dealer has to you have to have a plate.
Yeah.
There's no like temporary thing. It's not an option there.
Yeah.
So it had a plate, registered and everything.
Yeah.
The safety, taxes included, $1,000 to the penny. From a dealership, not a, like, we're talking, I bought it from a dealership / mechanic. Like, I think they make their money from car repairs, but they have a little lot. Like, we're talking like maybe 15, 20 pieces of inventory or whatever.
That's fucked. Was it high mileage?
No, it was under 100. It was like 86K or something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah, it wasn't by, don't get me, the thing fucking worked great. It was stolen. If it wasn't stolen, I would have probably driven that thing for fucking several more years.
It was stolen?
Stolen in the middle of the night.
Oh, from you?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, explain that. So what, like, tell the story.
It was fucked up. So originally, like, my insurance was kind of, it was at the point where first car, young guy in Ontario, insurance was through the roof. So I was switching my insurance companies, but I fucked up the day that one ended and one started. So there was a 1-day period where I had no insurance on my car. And I didn't drive the car that day, or I had no intentions of driving it that day.
Yeah.
I was a pizza delivery boy too. So I go to sleep and some of my friends knew I had no insurance, because I was the fucking guy that used to give people drives all the time for fucking beer money and all that kind of shit. And I made it clear. So a bunch of people knew that I didn't have insurance for that one day. Like, oh, this Thursday, Ryan can't fucking drive me or something because he's got no insurance.
Yeah.
I get off work the Thursday night, or the Wednesday night, let's call it. Wake up Thursday. I plan not to go anywhere. I was just going to fucking hang out at home all day or whatever. And then I look at the window and I don't see my car in the driveway, but I had 2 driveways. We had a driveway in the front and we had a driveway in the back, because I lived in a building. So I was allowed to park either spot. And I'm like, I didn't see my car out front. And I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't know why my car's not out front. Now, I had drank a couple the night before. And at that point in time, you were allowed to have a few drinks in your system. Like, it was legal at the time, like, to have like 2 or 3 worth. Yeah. And I didn't have that many. I had like 1, but I kept drinking when I got home. So I was a little ooh-oohed. And I'm thinking, where the fuck was my car? It's not there. I thought nothing of it. I start watching some wrestling and shit, and I'm fucking hanging out at home. Thought nothing of it. And then later on, I'm like, oh shit, I left that in my car. So I went to go get like a sweater out of my car. It wasn't out front, so I was like, all right, I go out back. I don't see it there either. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where? My car's not either spot. I'm like, I definitely drove home last night. And now my roommate, every blue moon, did use my car, but always with like well in advance permission and all that stuff. So I asked her, nope, she was home. I'm like, nope. I'm like, what the fuck? So my car's not here. So then I'm like, okay, well, that front parking spot, it was a 1-car spot, and it was like not necessarily meant for anyone to just like park their car in. It was more of like, if you got to come to the building to like park, like run in real quick. It's not like long term. It's like a visitor spot basically. Okay. Yeah. And so I called my landlord to ask if he towed my vehicle for fucking something. Yeah. Nope. No, I'm like, I don't know what's going on here then. So anyway, that's when I decided I call around. No one saw my car. So I called the police, filed the police report. So anyway, long story short, I lost my car and my job in one night. Because I was a pizza delivery boy. No car, no fucking job. Right. And it was basic insurance because it was paid for in cash. So like there was no theft on it or anything like that, right? And so I that fucking sucked. But then like I started getting these weird suspicions. Now I had this one friend that he's been a criminal his whole life. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in fucking jail right now, in fact. I wouldn't call him a friend, more like a guy I knew pretty well. Yeah. And I guess at the time I would have considered him a friend. But he'd been in and out of jail quite a bit, and he'd just gotten out of like a 5-month stint or something like that. And I remember him actively telling me how in jail he learned how to hotwire a car. Like I remember him telling me that he was hard up on money, and then all of a sudden, like a few days after my car was stolen, him stealing it never even went through my head even one time. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, like a few days after, they still hadn't found the car or anything like that. I noticed him wearing like a couple of nice velour like tracksuits, which were like all the rage at the time, like a Sean John or like a Nietzsche or like an Academics or something like that, or like Rockaware. And I'm like, well, fuck, that suit's like a $300 fucking tracksuit. I'm like, where'd you get the money for that? I'm thinking he fucking just robbed some corner store again. Yeah. Something like that. And I didn't really think much of it. Then all of a sudden he had a bunch of weed that he was trying to sell. I'm like, well, it's not common for small time weed dealers to just front you the weed and you'll pay them back. You know what I mean? Like more big time if you've been doing business, sure. But I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, he's got this, he's got that. And then he's bringing friends out. He's the one buying all the drinks at the bar. I'm like, something doesn't seem right. You just get out of jail. You have no money. And then life went on anyway. And we got to wrap this up soon.
Yeah.
Life goes on anyway. And then I get a call from the police about a week after that. They found my car and it was at some impound lot. And I can go claim the belongings. The car's not drivable. I'm like, all right. I get there. Sure enough, hot wired. I wasn't missing any keys. All of the stuff was missing from it, like subwoofers, speakers out of the doors, like all the stuff valuable. I had DVD player that flipped down from like in front of the rearview mirror because the rearview mirror was useless. So I had a DVD player like screwed into the ceiling and the wire went down the A pillar into the 12-volt thing and all that. That was missing. My Fast and Furious DVD that was always in, so I could hear that through the sound and shit. So there was times where I would be driving my Dodge Neon with a cherry bomb exhaust pipe, and it sounded like a fucking like one of the supercharged like
a Supra.
Yeah, exactly, from Fast and Furious, driving down the road. But so none of that was there, and I asked the police. I'm like, okay, well, did you get any fingerprints? No, we didn't come up with anything. I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. I've been arrested 3 times by this point for like graffiti and mischief and all that shit. I'm like, my fingerprints are definitely on file. I'm like, you didn't even find mine? Like you found none? What the fuck? Something doesn't make sense here. Right. I'm like, they didn't even fucking take the attempt. But anyway, I asked them, like, so where did you end up finding it anyway? Where they found it was exactly where that guy was living. So I knew for sure. I'm like, too many things just added up. He was living in this fucking place. My car was found there probably because he couldn't restart the car after he had done his one joyride or whatever. He couldn't restart the car is what I'm kind of putting together in my own head.
Yeah.
And then anyway, I said, well, fuck it. I'll never talk to this guy again. Like, because I'd never be able to prove it, right?
Yeah.
So life goes on. Several years later now, I was talking to someone else, like a third party friend, that I'm pretty sure it was that Mackenzie guy that stole my car and all this and stole all that money from me and shit. Because I had a bunch of stuff in the car. The one thing as time goes on and we're now into today, the 2 things that I'm the most pissed that I didn't get from that car, if I had enough foresight to know it was getting stolen, was the Pizza Hut pizza bag that I had because I did a delivery on my way home. And then, so I paid for it, and then whatever money they gave me was mine, sort of deal.
Yeah.
It was like the classic Pizza Hut bag. Like we're not talking just those basic red ones with the shitty Velcro. It was like almost like leather with like Pizza Hut. Like
I know
it was
one,
so
like
fucking
the dark red.
Yeah, it was classic, and it had like the great big logo on it. It was what you would see like a pizza boy on like an old movie have.
Yeah.
It was classic, and I had
in Home Alone.
Yeah. I had every intention of stealing it from the company when I left. Not working there anymore. So I'm pissed off I didn't get that, and I'm pissed that I didn't get the original Fast and Furious DVD anymore.
Yeah.
Because I have the whole collection of the original sets or whatever, but I don't have that original DVD. I had to get like the remastered Blu-ray sort of thing.
Yeah.
But that pissed me off. So anyway, I got to talking about I'm pretty sure it was this Mackenzie guy years later, and they were saying we asked him, and he admitted to it later on, never to me but to like someone else when he was drinking that it was him. So anyway, I knew it was fucking guy. Oh yeah, fuck. If I haven't seen him ever since then, I don't think. But if I do, I still think to this day I'd probably walk up and I'd make sure that he's missing teeth and have a black eye.
Just be like, why the fuck do you do that?
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that would happen? You walk up and you give someone an unprovoked attack. Like, it's Canada. Like, you go to fucking jail for murder and you're in for 12 years out of 9. So, you know what I mean? So, the worst case scenario.
Jail time.
Exactly.
Slap on the wrist.
Exactly. I lose my pal. Yeah. That's it.
Not worth it.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
All right, this fight started.
All right,
let's go watch.
That's been another wild and wonderful episode of Dudes Talking Shit. You can find us next week, same place, same spot, same shitty time. Whoa, that should be how we say it next. Same shit station, same shit time.
Kind of like Batman. Dude, Hallway might end this quick here. Let's go.
All right. So anyway, you can find us on Instagram at Dudes Talking Shit. You can find Ryan on Instagram at Drunk Ryan. You can find Travis on Instagram at
TFan23.
Send them your dick pics.
Later, shitheads.